Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and salutation from Egypt. It gives me great pleasure to take part in the Cloud Roadshow Series 2021 Egypt edition. I'd like to start by thanking Omid and his team for organizing this series to discuss the regional and the national cloud ecosystem. For my welcome remarks on enabling the Cloud Egypt edition, I would like to note that Egypt is committed to promote the use of cutting-edge technologies and the international standards in the implementation of ICT projects, and also building a strong information infrastructure as a great lever for digital transformation. Also build Egypt digital capabilities to enhance government performance and help render state-of-the-art digital services to citizens and the business nationwide, thus contributing to achieving digital inclusion and laying the foundation for the digital economy. So fostering digital innovation and introducing AI to the digital system. In the Government AI Readiness Index, Egypt was able in 2020 to move to the 56th place after being the 111th in 2019. Multiple efforts, including the development of an AI national strategy, in addition to forming a national council for AI, have contributed to this leapfrog. In fact, the ICT sector is one of the most promising sectors in Egypt. The sector achieved a remarkable growth, contribution to national GDP approximately 5%, annual growth rate is around 16%. Digital exports are currently 4.5 billion, up from 4.1 billion in previous year. The cloud is indeed an efficient tool that leverages key technologies like big data, machine learning, IoT, and others for enabling digital transformation. The total global public cloud computing market size is expected to grow from $332 billion in 2021 to $397 billion in 2022. This is as per Gartner, and this means a lot. Cloud services are also one of the most utilized tools in fostering business agility and enabling digital transformation. So, especially for a country like Egypt, who was not only a large domestic market, 100 million plus population, 50% of them between 15 and 44 years old. Also, the access to large African market, more than 1.4 billion people lives in Africa. And with the African Continental Free Trade Agreement, the AfCFTA, which promotes high flow of data, cloud option is definitely considered. Furthermore, Egypt is not only a destination for mega companies around the world, but also a home for startups. Egypt is #1 in North Africa MENA for venture capital of startups. There are 3.8 million micro enterprises in Egypt. This is as per the OECD. Now, and in terms of readiness for the cloud, with impressive growth and the flourishment of ICT sector worldwide, in responding to the COVID-19 pandemic. One can only be thankful that the Egyptian government had already a national goal of building a resilient telecom infrastructure. We invested like more than $1.6 billion over the past 3 years to develop the ICT infrastructure. A new network of fiber optic cables is being established to connect 32,500 government buildings across the nation. We doubled the internet speed for fixed broadband from 6.5 megabit per second in 2019 to 45.8 megabit per second in October 2021. This is according for Ookla speed test. On the mobile broadband side, we also released additional spectrum, 80 megahertz spectrum in the 2.6 gig band towards the end of 2020. This is for mainly enabling the mobile broadband usage and penetration as well. We introduced the Decent Life initiative, launched by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi on 2nd of January 2019, to improve the living standard of 4,584 villages. They represent 58% of Egypt's total population. The investment in Decent Life is 900 billion Egyptian pounds, and it's considered one of the biggest international initiatives aimed to achieving the 17 Sustainable Development Goals in Egyptian rural communities. Looking behind me, you can see the Egypt pivotal geographic location. It's a major transit point between Asia, Africa to Europe. Currently, 13 subsea cables crossing Egypt with multi-terabits of capacity each of them. They will be exceeding 18 subsea cables in the next 3 years. We have access to more than 75 terabit per second of capacity across Egypt. Together with abundance of power, we have like 28 gigawatts surplus with an increased renewable energy share of 20% of the electric power mix by 2022 and reaching 42 by 2035. Adding to that, the low cost of labor for the construction, the high ICT skilled calibers, the low OPEX utilities, rent, all these factors are enabling Egypt to become the new destination for building and operating hyperscale data centers, serving Africa, MENA region, which enables cloud services for sure. In terms of legislations, Egypt had witnessed a leap on that front through the issuance of a number of laws in the recent years, namely the Personal Data Protection Law, which was issued in July 2020. That's in line with the international data protection laws and also the GDPR. The Egyptian TPL executive regulations will follow in the coming few weeks. We also have in place cybercrime law since 2018. It defines the obligations of those controlling data and the information and establish rules to ensure they secure their information space and their data systems, programs, and networks contained therein. We have an e-signature law back in 2004. It's amended in 2020, and it's regulating Egypt electronic transaction, legalizing the editing, exchanging, and saving of documents online, while preserving the rights of beneficiaries and guarantees credibility of online transactions. We recently issued a data center regulatory framework, mainly focusing in data centers and the cloud services in Egypt. This is in 2021. And I think this will work in both the global and the domestic markets together. To conclude, I just want to note that today, with more than ever, Egypt is a promising field of investment to international development partners based on digital inclusiveness, resilience, economic integration, and the protection of privacy. Finally, I wish you all a very successful forum and look forward to hearing and learning from all distinguished participants. Thank you very much. Have a great day.